Thank you for your patience. I have to do part 2 because there's a lot of challenges when I read in my car with my phone. The sin-bearing servant. Behold, my servant shall deal prudently. He shall be exalted and extolled and be very high. Just as many were astonished at you, so his visage was marred more than any man, and his form more than the sons of men. So shall he sprinkle many nations. Kings shall shut their mouths at him, for what they have not been told them they shall see, and what they have not heard they shall consider. Psalm 112, 5-10. A good man deals graciously and lends. He will guide his affairs with discretion. Surely he will never be shaken. The righteous will be an everlasting remembrance. He will not be afraid of evil tidings, and his heart is steadfast, trusting in the Lord. His heart is established. He will not be afraid until he sees his desire upon his enemies. He has dispersed abroad, and he has given to the poor. His righteousness endures forever. His horn will be exalted with honor, and the wicked shall see it and be grieved. He will gnash his teeth and melt away. The desire of the wicked shall perish. Thank goodness. I want the wicked to perish. Proverbs 26:16. The lazy man is wiser in his own eyes than 7 men who can answer sensibly. We know some lazy men, don't we? Mm-hmm. Ephesians 2:1-22. By grace through faith, and you he made alive who were dead in trespasses and sins, in which you once walked according to the course of this world, according to the prince of the power of the air, which is Satan, the spirit who now works in the sons of disobedience, among who also we were all once conducted ourselves in the lust of our flesh, fulfilling the desires of the flesh and of the mind, and were by nature children of wrath, just as the others. But God, who is rich in mercy, because of his great love with which he loved us, even when we were dead in trespasses, made us alive together with Christ. By grace you have been saved, and raised up together, and made us sit together in the heavenly places in Christ Jesus, that in the ages to come he might show his exceedingly riches of his grace in his kindness towards us in Christ Jesus. For by grace you have been saved through faith, and that not of yourselves, it is a gift of God, not of works, lest anybody should boast. For we are his workmanship, created in Christ Jesus for good works, which God prepared beforehand that he should walk in them, brought near by his blood. Therefore remember that you once Gentiles in the flesh, who were called uncircumcised, by what is called the circumcision made by the flesh by hands, that all that time you were here without Christ, being aliens from the commonwealth of Israel, and strangers from the covenants of promise, having no hope and without God in the world. But now in Christ Jesus, you who were once far off have been brought near by the blood of Christ. Peace, Christ is our peace. For he himself is our peace, who has made both one, and has broken down the middle wall of separation, having abolished in his flesh the enmity, that is the law of commandments contained in ordinances, as to create in himself one new man from the two, thus making peace, and that he might reconcile them both to God in one body through the cross, therefore putting to death the enmity. And he came and preached peace to you who were afar off, and to those who were near. For through him we both have access by one Spirit to the Father. Christ our cornerstone. Now therefore you are no longer strangers and foreigners, but fellow citizens with the saints and members of the household of God, having been built on the foundation of the apostles and prophets, Jesus Christ himself being the chief cornerstone, in whom the whole building being fitted together grows into a holy temple in the Lord, in whom you also are being built together for a dwelling place of God in the Spirit. Okay, thank you so much for being here today, and we can say goodbye. Say bye, Vinny. Okay, we will see you tomorrow. Have a great, wonderful day. All right, bye.